Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of the Officer Reeks Originals Network Power Rankings for RGL Season 17 Invite and Advanced. Today, joining me, once again, we got Throne.
What's up? Happy to be back.
I got another returning guest, Mig21. Introduce yourself.
Oh, hello. I guess it'll be longer than 1 or 2 sentences before leaving.
Yep, and finally, unfortunately, unable to make it last time, but invite winner, and by invite winner, I mean has one win. Unicorn Wizards with us today. Introduce yourself.
I guess invite winner technically is true. Hello, shout out Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, and before we get started, let's really address the elephant in the room. Why I was up for all night until 9 a.m. scrolling through sports news, drinking, getting really philosophical, really asking, uh, just really think about the state of the country, state of sports, state of everything. Really just we live in a society moment. And summarize, as a former Mavs fan now, stuck with the Cowboys my entire life. I was born right after the last Super Bowl win, so they've sucked my entire life. Rangers up and down. Stars have actually been pretty good in my lifetime, but I don't really watch hockey.
Yeah, they just won good, like last year, right? The Rangers?
Yeah, yep. They're kind of down this year. They had a bunch of injuries, but that first championship, that's something. And I was really looking forward to Mavs winning their second championship with Luca. But now it's all over.
Put the trade details on the screen. Actually makes no sense.
It's
I can't believe it.
I don't know what the best link to pull up right now, but So Lakers get Luca, Maxi, Markieff. Mavs get AD, Max Christie, who's apparently decent, but I've never heard of. But the fact we're also giving up a second-round pick and Maxi Kleber on top of that, it's just like we're not here to talk basketball, but I just had to bring that up. That's been quite traumatic for me lately.
That's the biggest trade I think of our lives. There's some big signings that we've seen, but that might be the biggest trade that we've ever seen.
Gibler's been going through it.
Yeah, it's sobered up, went to sleep, woke up, ate a bunch of frozen ZD, feeling good, and it's time to start drinking again. As we kick off the, we're going to start with taking a look at the matches from this week. So, starting off with Invite, this week we're going to focus maybe a little bit more, we were going to focus a little bit more on Invite, but the results have actually been pretty straightforward this week. No real upsets, nothing really crazy going on. Starting off, of course, you got France, She Presents, beating Florida Man, Ethel State, Jimny. A really close match with the Greasy Dot Hogs. I do believe that one was casted, if I remember. I didn't watch it, but
it was.
I think that's a pretty good cast for that one. I believe it was casted by RGL itself, so go ahead and check that one out. I'll try to include a link to that one if you want to watch that one. Seems like it's a pretty close one. Even though Greasy Dot Hogs only 1-3 right now, even the kind of mid-lower teams are definitely all pretty close together. Of course, Jimny kind of ruled over Global Clan. Raytech ruled over Florida Man, Ethno State. The Hogs got a couple rounds off G6, which is not bad. And Froyo had a kind of drawn-out battle with the Cell, only ending in 3-0, but still, nonetheless, 3-0 Froyo Tech, pretty decisive win there. Yeah, just any kind of initial thoughts on any of the matches this week? I know, Meg, you haven't played this week, but kind of anything you notice in scrims or anything like that?
I have more insight with like the scrims, at least for my team, instead of the matches. I mean, just from right now, the matches were went kind of how you would have expected them to go. Very little in terms of surprises. But if you want me to talk about like my scrims experience and things like that, I could.
Yeah, I think, and we can kind of go ahead and get to that. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and talk about Invite now.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, here's my list. I actually don't think I've changed it since last week, I think.
Time out.
Oh, yep.
De'Aaron Fox is a Spur.
What the fuck?
It just happened.
Wait, who did they give up?
Sorry, let me see. What the Zach LaVine is on the Kings? What the hell?
Being a Bulls fan is fun.
This is crazy. They're finally blowing it up at least.
I mean,
That's insane. All right, I'm sorry. We can talk about TF2 again.
yeah. We'll circle back to that one. Let's mark that one. We'll come back to that one later. Let's mold over a little bit. But yeah, I mean, looking at invite, I guess Mig, as far as these rankings, are there anything you disagree with? And I also send you Thrones list.
Can you pull up the stream?
Oh, I just realized I haven't been streaming this whole time. Let me rectify
All right,
that.
so let's see.
And I'll also send you Thrones list.
I'd say I'd agree. Let me see.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh,
I'm leaving it like that. I don't care.
I wish we have not scrimmed actually GCI, at least from my understanding. So that's very much a big question mark for us. I know from my experience, like this week we have scrimmed Florida Man Ethnosate a couple times, and it's very weird scrim results where we like go down 0-2 and then we just win 5 rounds, or we just get 5-1 and then we 5-2 them. We're very inconsistent. I don't know if that's like a symptom of like maybe like my team's mids are not that good. Maybe we're just getting mids elasted. Maybe I don't know if there's some mental thing going along, but like seems like we are very inconsistent. But I guess maybe it's just my personal team bias. I think we do have the slight edge at the moment, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of stalking some of your logs, and it was pretty hard to decide which team is theoretically better. So I think I gave you guys a slight edge, but again, it's really hard to say. Do you think it's
and
just like
also
maybe a map specific thing, maybe, or
could be. And also keep in mind we just started with Namey this Friday. So he is, I guess, an Australian player in the US for some time. And from my understanding, he's going to be our main scout. Says he has a bit of de-rusting to do, so we'll see where we're gonna be at. But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind.
yeah, I like this international import theory. What kind of made you? How did you guys find Namey? I guess.
I think he's in the US right now, but I don't know the exact specifics on like why he's in the US. I don't remember. But yep, he's here. He will be our scout, and he might have some rust to shake off, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I mean
Is he going to
compared.
LAN?
Say again?
Is he going to LAN like with the Australians?
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
Is there some more Australians going to land?
Apparently, it's supposed to be an international land at Denver.
Yeah, the Denver LAN.
Hope to see him there. I guess. I mean, I don't really know much about him. Curious to find out. I mean, how would you say he compares to your previous combo scout, Esper?
At least for now, I think Esper was better. But
Oh,
just because, yeah, boom, made me called out, destroyed. But it's hard to say just because it's just rust to shake off. But I'd say because we've been playing with Esper for the last like 2 weeks, so it's a bit of a shake up and something we'll have to get used to.
We'll see how it goes. And kind of while we're on the poop gaming topic, we're talking about poop. Why did you guys not consider bringing back Hone the Rat? What's up with that? I feel like this is the perfect time. Hone the Rat.
I don't even know who that is.
That's
that's
actually
embarrassing.
They're erasing the history of poop gaming. That's
I know. What is it? Season 12? Let's see.
Hone the Rat was one of the players in Advanced of all time. I'm a big fan personally.
Big fan? Why are you a big fan?
Just he really played with a different attitude. He had a certain attitude when he played. Like when you watch his frag vid, which you know, I think I showed it last time on the last upload, but I mean, you could see the way he plays. He just has an attitude about him, an attitude that I haven't seen from any other player. So, yeah, I got to say, like Hone the Rat, not bringing back, gonna be a big mistake. You know, obviously, you know, Lexi game 5-0'd, chat CCP, Eli team. Don't look at the log for that. Just Look at the RGL page. That's all that matters. And also beat he also beat Washed Allegations, which had Mangachu, Garbuglio, Grim, Ninja Nick, Zilly, Sin, and Deska, as well as Scissor and Ethan as subs. So you know, does that not sound like a powerful player
I
doing
think
that in his first season?
What class did they play?
Soldier.
Maybe we should cut
The
someone.
soldier.
Soldier. All right.
I mean, remember he did this in his first season, beating multiple invite winners. So I mean, even if he hasn't played Scout before, like I'm sure it'll go just as good. I don't know if there's like some beef between like Walrex and Hone the Rat, like if Walrex is afraid of him stealing his glory or something like that, but that's something I think
mean,
you'd really consider.
If Hone the Rat has like the attitude and power, as you say, maybe we need to cut Walrex
I mean, it's quite possible.
for Hone the Rat.
Like, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
do your own research, man. Do your own
It would
research.
definitely be an upgrade for either of your soldiers. On the Rat is,
Or even both. Just
it's a
replace both of your
glaring missing.
replace both of your soldiers with Hone the Rat. Unicorn Wiz, you got any Hone the Rat stories? Any thoughts?
I wasn't really. That was around the time that I wasn't really touching TF2 or really interacting with anybody in the TF2 scene. So I missed my Hone the Rat chance. I apologize. I don't have any stories.
It's an experience. All right, kind of moving on. We kind of already talked about Florida Man. Nothing to say. I know. Mig, any other comments you want to add on these guys while we're here?
Not really. I guess we did have a scrim where it was the first time we got slammed by a demo doing 500 DPM. So Dog Day Boy kind of gave us a new one on I forgot what game it was, but yeah. So just as another example of our inconsistency with each other. Sometimes we just get farmed and their demo does 500, and we just have to shake their hand.
I mean, I've definitely heard Dog Day Boy is he's next up. I'm hearing big prospect.
Oh, he's here.
Well,
He's not next. He's here.
He's came. He's here.
Right. He's there.
Only up from here as well. You know.
Hey, what's going on in here?
What's up, Mr. Pipe Pete?
Hey, what's up, Jonathan Ray?
You know exactly what's going on.
We're doing a little bit of rankings update, and you know, I know you're an expert on this one, so Pipe Pete, I wanted to talk about Global Clan Ice.
All right, so are we doing team rankings or player rankings?
We're doing just the team rankings right now.
Just doing team rankings. Okay, so Global Clan Ice looking like they're 0-3, not great right now. I can't remember what I said about these guys the first time around. I think in terms of tummy feel, I wasn't feeling all that confident in them. They haven't gone up against Poop Gaming, which could be their first W in 2 days, so that might change things around.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Meg, what do you got to say about that? What do you got to say about that?
That's what I wanted to ask. Is where do you compare yourself to Global Clan Mig?
I don't know. We have not played them at all, but like they have Darty, so like we can't lose.
Farty.
Right? Like come on, Farty. Yeah, like come on. Come on.
All right, you heard it here first. Poop Gaming.
2 days. I got to tap in.
Yeah, that's actually big. Is this one getting casted? I don't think so. This might be a J-Ray cast, so you know. Quick shout out on Twitch TV/wbacon and kind of the weekly J-Ray casts. One cameraman, one caster with random people joining the channel. Careful analysis.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna curse us, but I'm not an anglerfish anymore. Actually,
And actually, Anglerfish has won all the games I've casted so far. So it's
oh
actually
wait a minute,
the curse is reversed. So this might actually be auspicious for you.
Okay.
So yeah, I might have to tap into this one. I think this one's gonna be big.
You're gonna have to get the STV from like Arcadia because it's an RGL server now.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think unless some other organizations casting this one, I think this is going to be a big J-Ray cast coming up. So check the J-Ray cast schedule, official schedule at jray.com/gov/schedule. Yeah, any other thoughts on Global Clan? I mean, I know there are a lot of known quantities here. Penny, Darty, Alexandro, Stinko. Darty, the only one without the check mark. Scratch.
Stinko? That guy's name is Stinko?
Dinko, come on, man.
No.
Okay, so Stinko is a pretty cool name. I'll give him that. Scratch is a well-known furry, which makes you better at playing Team Fortress 2.
That is true.
I feel like Scratch could probably carry this team to victory. I'm also feeling really good about Farty this season. I feel like Farty's gonna finally like come into his own, start picking up.
Counterpoint: he can't drive.
Like in real life?
In real life.
Like,
Okay. So let's
like
talk
drive a
about it.
car, like drive to
Alright.
the rim.
Yeah, drive a car.
Like he
Like,
doesn't have a
At
license.
least the last I've heard when I was on a team with him. So
alright. So
take that
here.
for what you will.
That means he's good at TF2 though, because the
That means he's
less
good.
like
Really?
real life things that you can do, the better you are at
Mhm.
TF2. Like if you can pay your taxes, you're done.
Oh shit! Wait.
I mean, they
I
keep
wonder
cutting
if
like
the fall off.
Why is
like
already not
federal
verified
employees. I think
on
you have to play 3
RGL?
seasons exactly. It might be only like see how many he's got.
He's played like 5. Not 5.
I think he kind of requested, so I guess maybe he's I don't know. RGL website's loading super slow, so we'll find out in a second. Yeah, I mean, he actually is eligible for the check mark. It looks like. So I guess if he really wants it, he can submit the ticket, get it. You need the 3 seasons. He's got the 3 seasons, so see what Mr. Darty Farty does. But yeah, I think Unicorn Wizard raises a really good point there. You know, if you can't leave your house, then all you have to do is stay home and grind MG and shit. So, you know, it can only get
Right.
better.
So what do we know in terms of ethnicity when we're talking about Farty?
Does anybody know? Does anybody have that information? Young Jamie, can you pull that one up?
I don't think he's white.
Jamie, can you pull that one up? Pull that up, Jamie. What's it look like?
I gotta do some
Looking at
23andMe inspection on
Okay,
this.
so that's not a good sign. See, scout skill is entirely dependent on your closeness to the mountains of Caucasus. Every good scout is white. Okay, gotcha. So this is being recorded, right?
Yeah. Anyway, but we look. We're trying to get this under now. We're gonna move on to greasy dogs.
Could you cut out that whole race thing? You could cut out the good white scouts thing. You could cut that out, buddy.
That'll be like the Patreon exclusive. If you want racist content, then you can subscribe for more.
Absolutely.
All right, so greasy dogs. We got, I mean, of course, I think they're definitely better. Like 1 and 3, it's like, whoa, man, 1 and 3, these guys suck ass, but they actually don't. First of all, they 5-0 Poop Gaming. Mig, so what happened there? What happened there, man?
They were, I don't know. They're
Better?
just the better team, apparently. I guess, which you can maybe tell from the roster.
What
I feel like we could have.
Weak mentality. Weak mentality. Oh my god.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I think we did get like mid to last, and it was like really quick.
Dude, they got 2
So,
people that don't even have check marks. You're saying this is the better roster? One of them has the exclamation point next to his name.
Exclamation point is just like more powerful. It's like worth 4
True.
check marks.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Like if you look at Pablo's
What's
history,
the probation for?
he has some of the most
for?
based probation
forget
history
what
ever.
it's-
I mean, his
Roger
first one
was
was for
attempted
purposely
chargeback.
throwing and undermining in
Oh, that was a
Highlander
good one.
finals. Then his next one was fraudulently trying to charge back RGL and lying about it. And then his third one is for trying to evade the
Badass.
ban on an old account.
This guy is fucking awesome, dude. No wonder you lost to this team. This guy's thick.
Dude, I know. Like, it's not me. It's not me. Can't be.
Oh.
Okay, who do you blame on your team?
No, I blame the check mark. We
Okay.
played. We're like perfect. My team's perfect in every way, but we just can't. We can't compete against the check mark.
Oh wow. Okay.
The exclamation point specifically. You got
Go back
Or the
to his
exclamation mark,
roster.
Yeah.
you got more check
what?
marks, but like they have more exclamation points.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the results, you got the Cell. I mean, almost beat the Cell. Like I said, 2nd place last season. Very good team. Good genes. Very good team. One of the best, even.
Second place.
One of the top. Yeah, they got a 2nd last season. They were pretty good.
Did they really?
Let me see.
Oh yeah. When they had,
When they were, they technically
Black
renamed the
Blast and-
wall, but it's the same
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's
same
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Pretty similar roster for the most part, just without Sandblast, which to be fair, big difference, but
But that's a
is what
powerful
it
ass
is.
team nonetheless.
Yeah,
How's the
it's-
Cell been doing? How's the Cell been doing?
yeah,
What's their record so far?
we'll get to them later, but they're not doing bad. They're 2-1 right now.
Oh wow.
And then, kind of just wrap with the Greasy Dogs. Of course, we got 3 and 4 Jiminy. I rated Jiminy very highly. I rated them 3rd.
They
Came very
got
close to
2
being
rounds
down.
off,
Got 2
like a
rounds off
G6.
G6. So yeah, it's like so.
Not bad.
I'm not ready to move them up yet, but like
They have
anything.
potential.
Yeah, anything from this like 3 to 6 range is all like up in the air. There's like a lot of games to play, a lot of questions to be answered. So we'll find out. So, gentlemen, any other thoughts on these teams or on Greasy Dogs specifically?
Greasy Hot Dogs, I think they're just warming up so far. I feel like we're going to see a lot more from them later in the season. I have a good tummy feeling about definitely feeling from Sin Karma. I feel like Sin Karma is really going to post up.
Yep. What about you, Throne? What are you thinking? I know you
I
had
think
them
this
on.
is
You had them fifth, I think
yeah.
sixth, but pretty
I don't
similar.
even remember where I put them. Okay, they're like the first team I think that we've talked about in Invite yet that I feel like has like a good chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know about good, but like it's like you get some value hypothetically if you bet on it, type
yeah,
thing.
like, why is there no TF2 gambling? Why is it not a thing yet?
Dude, I would so do that. I would so throw and make money too.
Like, if anybody wants to, I'm not gonna say that, but like, if anybody, look, sports betting is bad. If you have an addiction, come on, stop it. Get some help.
No.
But
awesome.
if anyone wants to make some just fun bets, just for fun, just friendly bets, feel free to send me some DMs on Discord. This is a joke entirely, unless you do it, but it's also a joke legally. Unicorn Wizard, what do you think about any thoughts on these hogs?
I mean, exactly what Throne said. Like, they're the first team where I'm looking at them like, okay, I could see them placing top 3 or higher. They're a very good team. They just need to bring it all together, right? Because they're 1 in 3? Yeah, they're 1 in 3, and like we were saying,
games, yep.
all 3 of those losses are good losses, like quality loss, as some people would put it. But no, I think they'll start pulling it together.
Yeah, I mean,
as we go.
And so far, like I said, all their games have been close, like you said. So I think definitely a team to watch if they have a game cast. It's going to be a pretty close one, hopefully a pretty fun one. So see how that goes. Yep. So unless anyone else has any thoughts, you can now forever hold your peace. In which case, we move on to the cell. 2-1. Again, I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts this week. They did kind of as we already talked about, scrape by the Hogs, put up a decent fight against Froyo Tech. And of course, beat Global Clan pretty decisive 4-1. Anyone have anything they want to say about the cell, aka or just formerly known as the wall?
Yeah, I do. I have quite a lot to say about the cell. I feel like the Chinese gene seed is strong with this team. I feel like the Mandarin power, the herbology. I mean, Soar, I'm not sure if you guys know this. I'm good friends with Soar. I have the insider information. He's been taking ancient Chinese tonics. He's been using medicines with healing properties to strengthen his mind and body, especially his soul. So while other players may be playing MGE, Soar is out here taking like ginger root, ginseng, ashwagandha leaf to just power up his spiritual prowess. I believe Soar can beat someone just by projecting his aura onto them. Sora's still charging up though. You can see that in this game he didn't do that well because he's still charging up. He's still charging up. But once he's there, everything's gonna change.
So is this like, is he like you played The Witcher or like read the books? Is he like a Witcher?
No.
Is that what he's doing? He's like
I
got to
don't
do
know what that
like
is.
he's
I
got
don't
to
know
do
what
like
that is.
the.
See, that's fiction. You're saying fiction. I'm talking about real life here.
Oh no, The Witcher is actually
Future.
based on a true story. It's based on real Polish legends, real legends.
Poland isn't real.
Actually, I know
Yeah,
somebody that's allegedly from Poland. Are you saying
I
the
went
Great
to
Mage
Poland
is a
once.
liar? Is that what you're saying?
I went to Poland.
Yeah?
To Poland, and I looked down, and it was a Polish-shaped hole in the ground where Poland should be. There's nothing there. It's like a chunk error in Minecraft. There's fucking nothing there, man. But back to the wall, or I mean, what do they call the cage
the
now?
cell.
Oh, the
I
cell.
don't know why they changed it to the cell, but did the cell now?
Yeah, that's an odd
If they're
choice.
in cells or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like
it's
Raven's doing really good.
They're like
It's the
a
cookie
Megazord
video
in cell.
theory.
Oh wow.
Wait, what's this cookie
no.
video theory?
Like the Lock Hubert in a cell thing.
Not familiar,
you guys
but
seen that?
I'll have to pull that up on the broadcast. You'll send that to me later. We can.
Can we get Hubert in here? Can we get Hubert in here? Like, see what his thoughts are. Jamie, pull it up. Jamie, pull up.
Let's call Hubert. I'm calling Hubert. Hubert didn't answer. Oh,
I guess that's a logo. Is his picture in a cell? I'm assuming.
Right.
Hey,
What kind of name is that? Hubert the Fish is such a stupid fucking name.
That's a great fucking name. Get out of here.
It's better than Eugenio.
I think he's rebranding now.
Yeah, that's a rebrand.
I think it's Hubert the Friend.
Oh, is Hubert the friend
really?
now? He's on his positivity arc?
Yeah.
Wait, so like,
Yeah, he is.
did he take what like Brock told him in that one pug to heart?
What did Brock
Maybe.
tell
I
him he
don't
was
know.
too toxic, basically?
Well, Brock was just saying Hubert the Fish is a stupid fucking name.
Oh, that one.
Oh shit. Okay.
That was Brock.
That was Brock, dude.
I mean, Hubert the Fish or the Friend, whichever one it may be, it's definitely better than Eugenio. Eugenio just sounded like the guy I wanted to punch. And also, Eugenio, his voice and player, also sounded like a guy I wanted to punch. And he'd probably beat me up because he's probably like way bigger and stronger than me. But
Hubert the
regardless,
Fish is like
that doesn't
Hubert the
change my
Fish is
feeling on this joint. But Hubert the Fish, I like Hubert the Fish. Hubert the Fish sounds like a guy I want to hang out with.
Right. I would agree with that. I like the name Hubert the Fish.
Or the Friend, either one.
Right. Either works.
But I think Hubert the Fish is better.
Dingo.
Hubert the
Dingo
Fish
is probably
superior.
the best. Dingo is probably the best white demo man in the world.
It's quite
I'm
possible. I
thinking that might
mean,
be
yeah, I'm
true.
trying to think. Abib, not white. Logan, unsure. Artist, definitely not white, as far as I know. Wait, no, yeah, I've seen him before in real life. He's not white.
Sen Karma's not white either, is he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
no.
never seen Sin Karma.
I don't know.
Let's see. I don't know if Sam, AK Pussy, is white. Dingo,
We're not counting other regions either.
Dingo confirmed white though.
Yeah. No, I mean, Dingo's a great demo man. He's amazing, dude. He's a very brain player. He's very controlling. He's almost like a mini Logan in that regard. And he is in fact the best white demo man player in the world. So I think that's one of the main advantages of the cell.
What do you think, Throne? As a white man or Unicorn Wizard, let's get some white. Or even Mig. I guess you're like partially white.
Yeah.
What do the white people think about this?
You're representing your whole race, by the way. So, just answer very carefully.
Choose your words.
Nothing I say could ever make people think of white people any differently. Let's be real.
They could make people think worse of white people, actually.
I love white people.
Is that possible?
I love white people.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
love
I
white
mean,
people.
yeah,
What are you talking
yeah. I mean, like at least Dennis loves white people, so you can make
Yeah,
him
that's
true, that's
not
true.
love white people.
I can
Like-
make
like,
another
think
I
about
don't
it,
know.
like-
He kind of popularized the fucking lock and load, and for that, I don't think he deserves forgiveness.
You're talking? Oh no. Fucking quickie bomb, motherfucker.
Yeah, give me the lock
Not-
over the Quickie Bomb.
It's not. I know.
It's not
It's different. It's
the
different. It's
same.
different.
I know that
I
is
know.
really just disgraceful. The quickie bomb launcher.
Alright.
God, that is just disgraceful.
Okay, but actually though, no, Dingo is one of there's probably like 3 demo men in Invite 4 demo men in Invite who can probably just take over a match, and Dingo I would put it almost the top of the list. He's probably the second.
Really?
He just, huh?
Over Habib or Logan?
I'm not saying better. I'm saying can take over a match just randomly. Every time I've played against Dingo, it'll be normal, and then all of a sudden he just gets a random 5k, and it's like, oh, all right. So and that's like a sort of thing that I think is hard to, I don't know, put into perspective. Like just that impact that player can have in general. And another one, honestly, they have a scout like that too, Raven. Just Dingo and Raven, I think, are 2 massive impact players who can really just immediately change the tide of a game. And I think if they're able to harness that power, as stupid as it sounds, I think they'll be really successful.
You gotta say they have that dog power in them.
They
That is
do.
that is a fantastic way to put it. I think that they can really use their cracker prowess to just take over the entire league. I can really see
Colonize
like,
the league.
absolutely. Dingo can colonize pretty much all the other demos in Invite right now. He could colonize me. I'd let him.
Is our whole team white?
No,
Except Jay.
I was just
Oh,
telling you
okay.
about Soar, dude. I was just telling you Soar and his like fucking medicine man, like fucking. Oh my god,
Is he
dude, you guys are
actually-
thinking. Yes, dude. Soar's been reading the fucking proverbs, the ancient Chinese proverbs. Let me tell you this one time. So in a demo review, Soar once told me about an ancient Chinese emperor who actually avoided assassination by circling around a pillar, and he was like, "This is just how you play process mids, bro." And I was enlightened. See, Soar actually studies ancient Chinese history to educate his Team Fortress 2 gameplay. See, most Team Fortress 2 players are going off of thousands and thousands of hours of Team Fortress 2 gameplay, but they're missing thousands and thousands of years of Chinese history. Think about it.
Like he's one of those
Soar's
guys.
gonna be next up.
He knows you should not pursue Lubu. He knows everything.
Exactly, and I think Soar's immense knowledge of Chinese history is definitely going to come into play. Probably later down in the season. He's not doing so great right now, but like I said, he's charging up. He's learning. He's becoming something beautiful, like a butterfly.
we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, so it's a really interesting time. We're gonna move on to France J Presents. I know we could talk about the cell all day. So a very interesting gang of characters. But we're gonna talk about France J Presents, who actually haven't really done shit this week. I mean, they won the games they were expected to win. They beat Florida Man, Ethno State, and lost for UTEC last week. I mean, I'm just gonna say, Mig, quick thoughts. Let's keep it moving.
I don't. I honestly don't. Oh no, we've played them. So we played them a lot. Because like this week they didn't have much matches and we didn't have much matches, so we kind of scrimmed them after our scrims. They're pretty good. They have a tendency to off class and still beat us. So I guess that's just the classic bottom invite thing where I think they're quite good. They're probably I think this ranking makes quite a bit of sense, and yeah,
Yep,
they
any,
are
oh, sorry.
okay.
I mean, yeah, seems like they're doing okay. All right, they haven't choked anything horrifically. Haven't really upset anyone. They're just doing okay. All right, everyone else, give their thoughts on this team in a haiku or rough haiku format.
I'd probably put the two teams below them ahead of them.
All right,
But that's just a complete guess because there's no weakness on any of the teams. It's just tummy feel.
Tummy feel and yeah, genetics. Tough to say at this point. I mean, but
I
like
guess
okay.
since you mention it, it does feel like the Sin Karma team, the Dot Hogs, I feel like they would be better, but that's just based off like our match against them where we just got destroyed.
Yep, maybe that's just you. Maybe you're just having a bad day.
Maybe.
He might be. Yeah, I mean, like I think we've kind of said this before. We'll say it again. All these like 3-6 teams. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, that's true.
And kind of on the same topic, Gemini, which is the same thing. Kind of looking at their match results. Of course, they did beat the Hogs. Scraped by them a little bit, but I mean, are they like the third best team or the fifth best team, the fourth best? No one really knows. I think it's just going to come down to at the end of the day. If you think about it, TF2 is a pretty low sample size game. Like you only play each team twice, an invite. So, I mean, which team is better? I don't know. It's really just going to come down to like who shows up that day. I think. Yeah,
Lil Guy is the greatest Team Fortress 2 player who has ever lived.
That's fair, but he was on the team. We're not even talking about that anymore. Pipe Pete, you got to lock in, man.
Oh.
Pipe Pete, you're living in the past. You got to live in the present. Don't live in the future. Don't live in the past. Live in the now.
Okay.
Take the dart. Think about that. Yeah, I mean, anyone else have any thoughts about like what Jimmy's been up to this week, or Meg? I don't know if you've scrimmed against so many.
I think we scrimmed against them a couple or like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't know. They feel like the other high invite teams where we can't really beat them. So like they all kind of meld into like the same yeah, they unbeatable team. GG, go next.
That's like a great mindset.
Yeah, that sounds like a great mindset.
It is. I know.
They play the Cell this week.
Yeah, let's take a look at the schedule. We got.
That's
gonna
TV.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big. Truly, I'm sure RGL's actually gonna cast this one. Truly, this is yeah.
Oh, that'll be an interesting one to watch. Let's see who Jiminy has on their team. Yeah, I mean, Psy to me is honorary Chinese. In terms of tummy feel, I'm feeling very, very powerful. Very, very powerful grumbles from Yite. Just that name, it sends shivers up my penny winkles.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's a player that thrives on positivity. Do you think he's gonna have the positivity here?
Well, see, here's the thing. After his season with Froyo, Yite has flipped. His karmic retribution is upcoming. I feel like Yite, like I said in the last ranking, Yite's going to be fueled off of negativity now.
That's right. Yeah.
He's shaved his head. He's lost weight. He's become death, the destroyer of invite.
So is negativity more powerful than positivity?
I think it'll be unique. It'll be a unique experience for anybody who goes up against him. Because like you look at how Yite used to like aim. He used to aim with like joy and whimsy. Now he aims with hatred. When he like starts tracking somebody, you can see him track with hatred. You see him fucking white knuckling his mouse. I can feel it.
That's kind of how I felt
feel-
about Hone the Rat. Like, you play with a certain, you could just feel his attitude just by watching his movements through the game.
Right. Absolutely.
I think that's what Meg was saying is actually true. I think hatred is a stronger motivator than positivity or
Absolutely.
love.
Yeah, let the hate.
If you really hate
That's
something,
true.
you will fucking grind your ass off. And that's what Yad is
Exactly.
doing.
Exactly.
Just like
Yeah.
Luka Doncic is going to do every time he plays the Mavs from now on. He's going to drop like 80 on them every game.
Yeah.
Like, not only
Vandy's
did they
time
trade
at
him
the
randomly,
top
they
is
called him
limited.
fat. Which, not to say it's like untrue, but they did
call
they
him
did
fat.
say that.
Well,
Yeah.
really, we're B shaming Yet now?
No, I'm talking about Luka
We're
Doncic.
comparing him to Luka Doncic.
Not
Okay.
not like in body weight, just in terms of attitude.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, those are definitely
Play
different things.
style.
His style.
You can have an
level.
obese soul. You can have an obese soul.
As I've been saying, like, fat is not like a state of physical being; it's a state of mentality.
Absolutely. It's about the alignment of the chakras.
Exactly. But yeah, okay.
Ancient Chinese.
Speaking of chakras and plane crashes, rest in peace, the people in DC. Let's talk about quickly Froyotech and G6. I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary for these guys. Don't want to retread old territory from last week, but any quick thoughts on what they've been up to this week?
I'm
I
just
feel good
curious.
about like G6.
They're pretty good at TF2.
Yeah.
I'm just curious why Froyo over G6 in this ranking.
That's also what I said in week 1.
Yep. I mean, to me, it's hard to say. Like, I can definitely see the argument for G6. I wouldn't disagree at all. I guess a little bit, but I just prefer just because I felt like all other things being equal. I mean, I know scrim results aren't a whole lot to go off, but it did seem like at least last week, Bray was getting just a tiny edge. So I mean, what does that mean? Probably nothing. It's just scrims, but it's hard to say. So I mean, G6 if G6 comes out first place, wouldn't be surprised at all. Bray comes out first place, still wouldn't be very surprised. But yeah, what are y'all thinking?
See that?
I think if you go across the board, there's only one kind of diff I see in the columns there with the player names comparing
What column would
G6 and
that be?
Froyo. I'm
And
gonna
what would that be?
let the viewers come to their own
Okay.
conclusion there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. So we have a fucking Patty hater. Everybody make fun of him. Fuck you. Fuck
I'm not
you.
saying anything.
Fuck. Yeah, he's a Patty hater. Make fun of him.
Is this anti-Irish?
All right.
sentiment?
So here's what's what. Here's what's what. All right. So Patty, he's a hatred-based player. Okay, and he's been gone for a very long time. And I feel like all the negative comments towards him, I feel like they've just fueled him. He's ready to come back at you. If you met Patty in real life, he'd gnaw your fucking Achilles heels off. He'd like get right under there, like a fucking chipmunk. You're done for, kid.
That's a tough injury to come
Fucking
back from too.
But honestly, in terms of Chineseness, like a G6 definitely takes the lead. And honestly, I'm going to say tummy feel, yeah, they're taking as well. Like Habib, amazing demo man. But Logan, he's just so controlling. He's just so dominant in his gameplay style that I think like a G6, I'm feeling more confident in them. But it's anyone's game, Froyo has sometimes taken matches against them, so could be up in the air.
Yep. And give everyone a quick update. Just a reminder, first match, at least for now, it's scheduled for 2/18, a couple weeks from now. So definitely huge one to watch out for. We're going to be a big preview. Obviously, we know both these teams are, barring some airline disaster or chemical attack, going to be both be making the playoffs. So keep an eye out for that one. Mark that on your calendars. Yeah. Any other final thoughts on Invite? Mig, I feel like these probably both blend into the beating category. They just both beat you down
Mm-hmm.
brutally.
Yeah, I don't think we actually played any. We scrimmed Froyo once, like a couple weeks ago, but I it's hard to say. I don't even have scrim experience with G6, so it just seems like G6 would be better just based on like previous seasons.
Anybody else have any thoughts on that? Pulling the crowd.
It's whoever you think is better at this point. Like, you can't really be wrong right now. They're very close, and neither one of them has struggled really at all. There's not really anything to make one say, "Oh, this team is much better than the other." I mean, even the Patty situation, like, he's not bad. He's not bad by any stretch of the mindset. And Bandy in the past has very, he's treated his roamer like a bitch a lot. I remember distinctly watching a Gully Wash game where Blaze went like 5-30 or something, and they won. And it was because of what Blaze was doing, even though he wasn't getting the kills. So if any team can succeed with a soldier who might not be putting up the flashy stats, it is 100% Froyo, because Banny knows how to use his roamer very well. All right, back to the
I'm
racial.
just throwing the pot. I've never played with Patty or Kobe, so I have no idea.
Just going off the vibes, and you feel like the vibes are a little bit better with Soapy, Kobe, Bot Mode Cap, Logan Howard, then that's fair.
It's trying to make content.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's really tough to say right now. And I definitely feel like this is, like I said earlier, this is a season we really don't know who's going to win. It's privilege we got to enjoy while we can. It's not we don't live in the Froyo era anymore. We live in an era. I don't know what area this is.
One of the eras of all time.
An era where the Adelsons would rather pay hundreds of millions to get Trump reelected than to keep Luka Doncic. That's the era we live in. But anyway, moving on to advanced. First of all, Real 6 IX brought back most of the roster from previous season, made playoffs, and now brutally died.
Rest in penis. Never forget.
Could not take the new hot and spicy era of advanced. So they're dead. Now 9 teams in invite, 9 teams in advanced. It is what it is. Let's get past that for the sake of time. On to Sexual Clan Homicide. Anybody have any just gonna quickly skim over this. I mean, at the end of the day, we talked about it last week. They're no scrim team. Not really taken too seriously, I mean, I know they got good players. They got Mopsy, Sushi, Lamo, aka Vlywa, Math, Mac. They have like names. They have name value, but just a lot of other teams are grinding really hard this season, and it's just not enough. It looks like versus the likes of Anglovision, YBN, even ETC, and Fireball. So throw in, I know you have experience in this realm right here. You played against them. You actually beat them, upset them even, arguably. How'd that match go?
It was good. We were kind of cooking, and then we took our foot off the gas, and then we locked in and won. But they're literally at the bottom just because they're a match-only team. They're really good, and if they tried, they'd be a lot better. But I don't think they scrim, and that's just the reason that they're at the bottom.
What do you think? What do you think was the aspect that gave you the advantage to win that match? Do you think it's just you guys are practicing a little bit more, so maybe have a little bit more better DM, or what do you think was the key to victory there?
Well, our first match we'd been a team for like 2 days, and then this was our match where we'd been like a team for a little bit. We had like a map review, so all that helped. We definitely used to suck at Snake Water, but we got a lot better before that match, so that helped.
Yeah, and kind of looking at the stats here, I mean, it looked like JW Lord was on his side that day. I mean, pretty solid stats
blessed
here.
us.
I mean, leading the game by 8 kills, only 9 deaths, pretty low DPM taken, pretty good DPM. I mean, it looks like the whole team was just kind of firing on all cylinders that day. Yeah. So Unicorn was there. I know you've had some experience with Throne. What do you think of Throne as a player and how he performed in that match?
You bring up the logs again?
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't think we've ever played on a team together, me and Uni.
We've played against each other. We've never played on a team together.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can find them. Let me, because I want to look at something. Hold up. When was this game? It was
on 28.
Week 2A.
All right, let me find it. Throne. I want to look at the individuals. Here we go. All right.
I did not do that much.
You're on Roamer or Pocket?
I'm on Pocket now.
Okay, let's see. So your Pocket's got 125 and 9. I mean, this is fine. Like, it's what, Snake? Yeah, this is fine. I mean, Pocket, Soldier in general and Snakewater is kind of, sometimes it'll do a lot and sometimes it won't. And if your Scout is your Pocket's going 25 and 9, you're just kind of support at that point. I mean, the stats are pretty similar. Like, yeah, no, Throne did good.
Yep, glad we have that outside
So-
opinion. Okay, independently reviewed, third party, neutral regulator says Throne did good. So yeah, good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Yep. So kind of skimming on to Fireball Family. I mean, I know this team's like not super serious. Oh, let's say about them. They beat another not super serious team, like Super Clown Homicide. I don't think we need to add a whole lot here unless anybody wants anything they want to bring up. The only reason I really
Deadly
moved them
Seed is-
down is just because I mean they're just not really taking it too seriously from what I've heard. If that changes, then we move them back up again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Deadly Seed is actually Tony B.
That's I've heard many people say this actually. Quite a common sentiment. You're one of
That's
the people
awesome.
having it. It looks like also looking at this log, Mac dropped 32 and 13, and they lost. So it's kind of sad for him. But if you're a Fireball
Mac
Family
is very
fan,
good at this game.
one of the few people that can play like 2 games at once, playing TF2, playing Minesweeper while he's dead. But he's doing things that very few other people are doing. Shout out to Macintosh. Yeah, anyone else feeling anything about this Firefall Family results? Do you have any reaction to this information?
Let's see. Wait, yeah, they lost with winning by 17. Okay, they're a match team. I guess that makes sense. Oh, and their medic had 3 drops. That'll do it.
Oops.
Is gotta control the turnovers.
Wait, you lost with your scouts going 32 and 13, 28 and 19. Your demo going 21 and 7. Jesus Christ!
Look, it doesn't matter how many yards you get. If you don't control the turnovers, keep that under control. It's gonna be a tough game to win.
Oh, that is true.
And if you think about it, drop basically like a turnover, just completely changes the momentum, flips it around. So yeah, don't drop Uber. That's if you take one thing from this show, I'm gonna say don't drop Uber. In my experience, it decreases your team's chances of winning by a lot.
I mean, Rocket did win that pug when he dropped like 8 times. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, increases your chances, but doesn't rule it out. So maybe the rest of the players could have done more to win that game. I don't know. Should have locked in a bit more. Yeah. Moving on to ETC period. And Throne, I feel like you have some experience with this. So what do you think about these guys? Yeah, I know you rated them very low last week. This week, we both rated them at number 7. What makes you feel like they deserve that lofty honor?
Definitely could have been higher if we didn't just like choke on Thursday. Would have had 3 wins in 1 week, which would have been cool. But I mean, I think the rating is appropriate right now. It's really similar to that like mixture and invite where it's like those 3 to 6 teams or whatever can all just kind of beat each other. There's like this kind of like that in advanced, except it's like 3 to like 7 probably. Maybe just a little bit of a wider range, but yeah. I'm upset that we lost a type-ish.
I mean, I'd even say maybe already like 3 to 9. Like I feel like six triple cloud, if they're having a good day, it's like feeling
Yeah.
but I feel like they could even like upset some of these teams, Fireball Family. They take them, maybe just focus up a little bit more. Then I feel like they could beat some of these upper teams. And I think they have beat some of the they beat like etc. So it's like they're pretty close. It's hard to say. So I mean, from what I'm feeling from the outside looking in, it really looks like the advance is just a clusterfuck. Even like from the top, I could see Anglerfish, famous jokers, losing to I don't know, etc. or Fireball Fan. Anything can happen right now.
We 5-0'd them in 10 minutes 3 times.
Yeah, no, my Chungus S team would definitely lose to them. I agree.
Look,
I agree with you up there.
Kylo, you got the Mamba mentality. You're locked in. But
Are the anglers chokers?
yeah, look, historically they're chokers.
I don't know.
Look, let me take you back all the way to main season 4 when they're the second seed, lost in the. I hope they had a seizure. They deserved it after that performance. But yeah, I mean, they weren't
Who's the choker? Who does it?
They weren't the Anglerfish at the time. They were Lobsters. This is before I was a part of it, and absorb their franchise. But yeah, they were the second seed, lost to 7th in the first round. They had the Great Mage, they had Ali. So I mean, I think on the current team, to be fair, most of the Choker stench has been erased, but there's still a lingering little bit of a smell left. So just keep your eye out for that.
Me and Dennis will have to stay on top of it, I guess. I don't know.
Keep an eye on them. Don't let them slack off. So,
Yeah.
sinister things could happen. But yeah, any other thoughts on etc? I know like team came together at the last minute, but is actually doing pretty damn well considering.
Yeah, JW is one of God's chosen people. I feel like the divine power of Yahweh will definitely help etc in this advanced season.
I mean, at least looking at the stats so far, seems to be the case. So
Right?
look
No,
to those
JW,
guys.
it's divinely ordained that he's going to drop 90 ag every match.
Up 67 in that match we just looked at, though.
Well, so God works in mysterious ways.
I see,
so
I see,
fuck
I
you.
see. Hey, no. I was
No,
just
usually
saying.
when you drop 67, you win. It's when you get 75 that you lose.
That's actually true.
Anyway, so speaking of etc, I know they lost to Type Ish. So I want Throne to tell me what happened there. I mean, it was a close game, and if we're looking at Type Ish, this team's all over the fucking place. They beat Warpigs, 0-5 Danglefish, didn't even put up a fight really. Then beat etc, pretty solid win. Then had a close one with Moibien. I don't really know what to make of this team. So they got the Greek Freak back. What do you think? What do you think, Throne? You had some first-hand experience.
I want to. Okay, I'll tone it down. I hate Xfinity with a fucking passion. I
Oh,
pay them for
wow.
1,200 megabits a second every month, and it's like $100 just for me to like stutter my ass off all the time when I play this game. So I actually had to get a ringer for the last like 5 minutes of that match, and then we lost.
Damn.
And I had to pay for it too. That just made it worse. But
Oh, you had to pay for the ring.
yeah, we had to pay for the ringer. I was just lagging. This is cope. Like we weren't playing well anyway. We probably would have lost. But yeah, I don't know. They're just one of those teams that. I mean, there's no like groundbreaking analysis here. It's like everyone could beat everyone, the exception of probably like the top 2 teams. So,
No, anyone can beat Anglerfish.
Yeah, anybody
Yeah,
can beat
I mean,
I
Anglerfish.
agree.
Anglerfish is
I
gonna
agree with.
joke.
I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. So this Xfinity guy, you got beef with him. Were you playing on a team? Did he cut you for someone else? What do you got? What did this Xfinity guy do to you?
Dude, he has been fucking me for years.
Oh wow! So
Whoa,
we're talking about like
okay.
a lover's spat. Is this like a lover's spat?
Yes, but it ended very
Oh
badly.
wow! Oh okay. Wow.
Keep it
He
PG.
left.
Keep
He
it
left
PG.
and just absolutely just took. He took every packet with him. I have
It was
no
a hate
packets
fucking.
left at my house.
It was a hate fucking.
Yeah.
Yo, like sometimes you got to get up and teach them. You can't just give them a freaking packet, yo. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to get up and
I've
teach them.
lost all of them. There are no
some
packets
kids,
on my
some
PC.
kids don't learn like that. You can't just hand them a freaking packet, yo. Hey, keep recording. You can't just hand them a freaking packet, yo. Some kids don't learn like that. You got to get up and teach them.
Is that video of that kid going off on his teacher?
No, that came from the heart, man.
Oh, okay. You see.
It's from the soul.
You work in the education industry. Is that what people told you? People tell you recently?
No, I'm not. I'm in a school, but I'm a counselor, not a teacher, so I don't have to deal with the actual, day-to-day
Oh,
of the
awesome.
education. I know it's great, but then
So you like teach kids how not to kill themselves?
I mean, I wouldn't word it like that.
How would you word
It's
it?
definitely something you would discourage though. Like if kids were like, "Hey man, I want to die," you'd be like, "Hey man, don't do that."
Actually, dying is cringe. Is that what you do?
That might work on some of them, honestly.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you know what? Teachers got to get paid more. Respect.
My kind of final thought on this, I asked Sega MW actually to be on my my judge show, and he said, "Look, I don't got no disputes. I handle all my business on mid." I respect that.
Wait, who said that?
Sega MW.
Oh, Sega MW. Yeah, tell Sega MW I don't fucking forgive him and I fucking hate him. Tell him that. How about that?
I'll let him know. I'll pass on the message.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I'm ready to engage in fisticuffs at LAN.
I mean, yeah, you could do it. But you could, pretty skinny guy from what I've seen. You could probably beat him in a fight of fists. But
Dude, don't ever underestimate a skinny guy. Don't ever underestimate.
he
Because
could be
they
like
got flexibility.
he could be like Giannis. He could be once he fills out a little bit, he could be jacked.
Well, no, because like the issue is that they're skinny. They could like wrap their arms around your
I
neck.
was gonna
and
say
then, like,
wrap
hang off
around
the
you like a
ceiling.
snake.
Yeah, and then like hang off the wall and fucking hang you, dude. I once saw a dude get noosed like that, man. They call it the Brazilian noose. Horrible way to go, bro.
Happened a lot in Brazil.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, speaking of Brazil, moving on to pure gaming.
Speaking of Brazil,
Yeah, the famous Brazilians, pure gaming.
Bear is the most Brazilian man I've ever known. That's true.
Yeah, I saw Bear at a LAN once. He's like, "Oh, vai morrer," and yeah, waved a machete at me while wearing flip flops. So that's what I know about Fjord Gaming. But it looks like recently, in spite of me rating them well, they've been losing the etc. Drone, give some insight into that.
We were up 3-0, and we choked 3 rounds in a row, and then they started typing that we were choking, and then we won. And I was like, you guys counter choked, so it's kind of funny.
Is Yoshi on the team?
Yeah, he's a demo.
Oh, okay. So he'll switch to scout in playoffs and just roll everyone. Got it. The classic.
Dude, his demo is insane. So I don't know, mate, but yeah, I mean they have a bunch of people that could swap around probably.
Yeah,
They also didn't have Bear for the whole week. They had apathy in those matches.
yeah. I feel like in theory
I don't
that
know
should
if
be like
that's
pretty
actually
similar,
good.
unless there's like I don't know some crazy synergy. But on paper, Bear soldiers, the apathy soldiers should be. I don't know. I feel like they'd be on paper similar, but you never know what's going on in a team. Sometimes it's the people just have that X factor that you can't really account for. But I mean, kind of what happened. Like, what do you say is their strength for your gaming here, and like what allowed them to come back? Was it actually you guys just choking, or did they really start kind of like?
Dude, we lost like 7 mids in a row. We just wouldn't win mid. But I think I would probably say their flank is really good, like Market and Tojo. And then Eosh is also just a beast on demo.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Market really cooking this game. Pretty solid 27, 17, really high damage to damage taken ratio. Like what I see, but once again, JW, the Lord was on his side, leading with 38
Lord.
frags.
The Lord giveth. The Lord mainly giveth to this man.
Lord is giveth, he taketh, then the Lord giveth. Good.
I would be surprised if they didn't make playoffs, which is weird because they're like 1-3 right now, but they should be near the top, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at who they played, like they had a close game to you guys, a little bit of an upset maybe, but happens every now and then. And then Quake put up a decent fight against them, 1-3. So I think they're definitely a contender, but if they have a couple other bad rules like this, then we could see them on the outside. But any other thoughts on these guys?
That's what happened last season. Isn't that right, Slice Rogue?
What are your thoughts on this?
What's up?
How did
I
you
was-
feel about Fjord Gaming missing the playoffs last season?
I don't know. They did the same thing that I think happened in their match this time around.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
Plaid died 7 or 8 more times than Mur.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
And I think it's because he didn't get protected, which I think is a big difference between Bear and Apathy. I think Apathy plays a lot further away than Bear does.
The name Platinum does not imbue good vibes within me.
Why not?
I believe
What's
he
wrong with
deserves
it?
to lose purely. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Now, a name like Windows XP, that's a name that has good tummy feel. That's a name that grumbles good.
Yeah, it's very nostalgic for any like millennial age people, and maybe just like early Gen X people,
Right. I don't know. I feel like, can you go back to that guy's name? Let me try and come up with a new one. Is anybody in contact with Platinum? If you are, could you have them change their name to? Let me think.
Hubert the Fish 2.
No. That's redundant. Let's think about it. Okay, Shit Stinkle Marsubian. So if Platinum changes their name to Shit Stinkle Marsubian, this is going to be a top 3 team, guaranteed.
I want to dissect this man's brain and see what's going on in there.
Palladium. I would want to dissect
Yes,
him
yeah,
too.
exactly. See,
I would want to dissect this guy as well, because what was he thinking? Platinum, like platinum, but played.
you know, maybe the mindset, maybe the strat is he's going to distract people, right? Like his name is so hard to say, so they say, "Oh, I killed this guy," but they have no idea how the fuck to pronounce his name. And in those few seconds, his team takes advantage.
That's a pubber name. I'm sorry, but that's a pubber name. I see that name and I'm like, that's a pubber. That guy needs to have a better name, like Shit Stinkle Marsubian.
Like I don't know.
That's an invite player name. That is an invite player name right there.
I mean, I feel like I see the name. It just feels like a knock of a platinum. That's my issue with it. It's like
there's a lot wrong with it. There's a lot wrong with that name. This guy needs to work on it.
It's like you're saying platinum, but you have CTE, so you just say like platinum.
Right.
It's I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, quickly, got a little bit over time, so let's speed run through the last couple bits and bobs. We got Muy I would say Typish once again taking a surprisingly close game. You know, like I said, all these teams pretty close, and Muy coming out on top once again. Again, mostly bringing out their roster from last season. Kind of been grinding. Nobody gives a shit about this team, but congratulations to them for being 3-1 and possibly being a playoff team. But here's, let's get to the teams people really think about. War Pigs. What do you think about these guys? Do you think Tansom and JFK? Do you think they're hackers? Or do you think they're innocent? I think they're innocent from what I've seen, but what do y'all think? What's the mob think?
Go to their RGL profile. Okay, anime. That's a little borderline. What about Tansom?
Tansom has been being mentored by the Great Mage before many times. He's on the up.
Inconclusive. See, I'm on a theory of if they have an email profile picture, probably should just ban them, like straight up. They're probably cheating. Anyway, it's this new TFTV thread, fucking Wild Rumpus, talking about compete methods. So I was
That's
like,
crazy.
I think I don't know. I came up with like maybe like a quicker way to do it. But I don't know. It's inconclusive, I'd say.
I'm not gonna make any conclusions. Did fail some demos, but they could have attention deficit or something like that. Some sort of hyperactivity disorder, even. So I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen recently, going to the Twitch, the last J recast, we saw some. See what we see here. Tender for certain can be contained.
Oh wow! Whoa! Hey!
Excessive tobacco use.
Yo, wait, we didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, we didn't all agree to like watch this video. Okay, when you're
Oh
gonna
my
put up a
gosh.
warning like that. When you're putting up a
1
warning
minute,
like that.
let's-
Let me skip this.
Oh my god! What
I
the
can just
fuck?
on your own
You know,
channel.
worst part, ad block doesn't even work on Twitch. I haven't found an ad block that works on Twitch, dude. This shit is so chunky.
I found one that stops like the middle of the stream ads. We still have to watch from the beginning.
Damn.
Anyway, while we let that load.
Somebody needs to firebomb Twitch HQ, bro. Holy mother of tabs! How many fucking tabs?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. See my tabs.
I'm usually quite tab managed, but just I've been drinking a lot, so it's the management skills
Understandable. I see.
going down the hill. Also have some brain damage from yesterday from staying up late, reading Luka Doncic news, and drinking the entire time, and eating frozen ziti. So it is what it is. We'll revisit War Pigs a little bit later. Of course, I don't really know what to make of this team. They lost to Type-ish pretty decisively, beat Quake, killed Real 6IX, and they didn't really look that good against Anglerfish. I know Anglerfish is like one of the upper tier teams, but I mean, I don't really know what to make of this team. I thought Quake was number one. To be Quake, I thought they were going to be. I thought it was going to be a close game with Anglerfish, but it just wasn't.
All that I know is that Peppa Pig is a fucking awesome name.
There's
I
a
agree.
former TF2 player, former demo man. Be a big fan of that. May they rest in peace. But anyway, let's talk about the what look like the top 2 contenders, maybe top 3 contenders if we're considering War Pigs. They can get that kind of inconsistency out of the way. What do you think about this Quake team? I mean, like I said, this week they lost. B Fjord. That's a solid win. They took care of business versus Fireball Family. Of course, they're grinding a lot, but then they lost to War Pigs. What's up with that? Can
Yeah,
science
no, I
explain
mean Quake
this?
is a very interesting team to me. I believe that this is this advanced season's furry team. There's one every season, and usually they're up to the top. Furries have a very, very powerful mental ability. I myself have been trying to convert myself into being a furry by conditioning myself, progressively overloading my senses with furry images. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of the benefits there. Rapscallion is a very close friend of mine. He's an amazing soldier. Sin as well has a lot of experience in Invite, and so I believe that his calls could definitely encourage a lot of
The
improvement.
Sen identifies
They're
he or she.
reviewing.
Let's be. I actually don't know. Legitimate question. Does anybody know?
I do not. Oh, there you go.
She. Okay, sorry. Yep.
Oh, Sin is a she. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so Sin. Yeah, she's going to bring a lot of game knowledge to the table. And I also hear that they're demo reviewing almost every day. So I think what problems they had in that War Pigs match are probably already being worked out. And so I definitely do believe that they deserve to be within the first or second position on this ranking.
So I mean, you kind of think they're like going to scale into the late game. Once it gets to playoffs time, they're gonna.
Yeah, I have some insider information about that War Pigs game.
Yeah, what's up with the
Go
War
ahead.
Pigs?
I asked Taz, what did you lose? He said, we were trolling, and then we trolled too much, and then we lost. I was like, okay. That's what he said. It sounds like cope to me, but
Too close to
man.
the sun.
He's like, yeah, we were kind of trolling a little bit, and then we trolled for too long, and it's too late to win. I don't know, something like that. I've heard that before. It sounds kind of like cope to me, but
Sounds like cope. And I think I actually had the wrong name in the spreadsheet, but regardless, yeah. Let's look at the logs. Let's see if we can spot any cope on the logs. I mean, Daz with the 50 deaths. That's well, I actually going damage positive at the same time. It looks like Blindsville dropping 3 times is a win.
64 minutes.
What the
Oh
fuck?
god.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
It's an endurance battle. Holy fuck.
Now that is a loaded diaper if I've ever seen one. Let's check by DA. Let's check by the DPM. Was this a
DPM?
soldier game? This was a
Yeah, it
soldier
was a soldier
game.
game.
Wow.
It was a soldier game just killing themselves on repeat, it looks like. 190 health packs taken by Taz.
Wow. Big
So
and greedy.
is Hellstar maining on this team now, or
No,
is it still
it's just
JFK?
rated. They're just rated.
Okay, that also doesn't help because Hellstar is an amazing scout. And just her DM, I think that probably was the difference here. I think if it was any other scout, I don't think they would have been able to win this.
They go band for band, tied Moose 44 frags each. Actually, same KD, 44 frags, 25, but had more assists, more damage, less damage taken, just kind of outperforming in all the other categories. I mean, that's definitely a factor here. But I don't know.
On the spreadsheet, you know that our roster changed, right? The anglerfish one.
Is that permanent or is that
Yeah, that's sticking around.
second round? Okay. So that's gonna be golden combo, mage, blank.
Oh no, I don't know about that. Just be interested in swap.
Okay. Sounds about right. And speaking of which,
Try to get out of it, but it's what he was born
What is
to
the
do.
percent likelihood that there's a Quake roster overhaul for playoffs?
80.
Oh, right. 'Cause
What even is
they,
a roster?
they tend to
I don't
cut
know.
people.
They just have subs who are like incredible.
they got the crazy. They got that Georgia football depth chart. Just got 5 stars upon 5 stars. Do whatever they want. They're always gonna have good players in whatever role they have. But anyway, wrap this up, and this will kind of tie into Quake quite a bit. These are the top 2 contenders at the moment. What are y'all thinking about Anglerfish? I know some of y'all have experience with this team.
Yeah, you spelled my name wrong.
I didn't
Isn't
spell
it-
Yeah,
that.
you
That
spelled my
was
name wrong.
somebody
Isn't it
else.
Daniel
Somebody
Sandwich?
else. Yeah, somebody else typed that. That was.
Yeah,
That's not
my
fault.
name is actually penis a bitch. So yeah, it's a pronunciation thing. Yeah. So. Yeah, no, Anglerfish. I think you rated them a little bit too highly. This is probably one of the most chunkiest ass teams in the division.
I think we're a luck-based team.
Yeah, we're a luck-based team. Every single day when I wake up, I kind of just like spin a big wheel to determine how much DPM I'm going to do, and then I just go with that.
I think if we didn't have VO carrying our stupid asses, we probably would have lost.
Oh, we would have lost. Oh, we definitely would have lost against Warpigs if Vio wasn't carrying us. So.
Yeah, what happened in that match? How was that so close?
It was 5.
Oh, sorry, the real 6 match is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. What the
because we're
fuck happened
luck-based
here?
team.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because we're a luck-based team. Yeah, we just
were
like
luck-based, and we
had a
yeah
we
we
just
lost the
didn't-
coin
didn't get
toss.
the
Bad roll,
Just
bad
didn't get the
roll.
Oh my God, Tristan, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
11 and
that's my
34.
Yeah, that's my chunkiest ass soldier.
That's why he's on river now.
Right.
He was on pocket then.
11 and come on, man. 10 more deaths than the next guy. Come on.
Dude, Tristan's born to feed.
bro.
Yeah, Tristan is trying to go for the 60 death challenge. I've never seen anybody get it, by the way. The 60
I
death
think he got
challenge.
most of those on our 25 failed last pushes. I'm pretty sure.
Right. I was getting diffed by
That's the anglerfish, I know.
whoever their demo was, so it wasn't great.
He's a goat.
Did that team die?
Who's Willow
Yeah,
Willow
they
Willow?
died.
Yeah, you almost lost your
I think
team
it's
that's dead.
Tony.
Oh, that's Tony B again. Jesus Christ,
It's
this
a
guy's
shame. I
fucking
don't know why they
immortal.
died. They're playing pretty good.
South American. Yeah, they
Oh.
are good. They beat us in scrim sometimes. I don't know whether
They died because their combo scout joined a main team, and their demo
that'll do
left.
it.
Oh my
They're
God,
demo lefts, yeah,
sandbagging.
also.
Tristan allows us another Tristan failure. Oh my God. But I don't know. I mean, that's kind of sums up this week, more or less. Anyone else want to say anything about these slightly disturbing match results? I mean, these are real 6x. Kind of awful, but is what it is.
A
Gotta
match
really
against
win.
Quake.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. If we're going to quickly go over the matches for next week, pull that one up. Week 3, we got. That's it.
Wait, I didn't even know you could do this. What the hell?
Yeah, that I like the big matches. I mean, Jimmy versus Sella, that's gonna be good. Bronze J versus Greasy Dogs, that's gonna be good. Global Clan versus G6, that's gonna be shit. No one gives a fuck. Bi-Week versus Furyu Tech, that's gonna be good. Hoop Game versus Gemini, I don't know. Mig, what's your take on that one? Are you gonna win that one?
Jiminy, that's they're one of the top teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
I think
better than
easy
you.
5-0 for us.
Okay, yeah, I like that attitude. Check out Poop Gaming versus Gemini. Go to Marathon Snake, gonna get brutalized by Greasy Hogs. I imagine. Maybe not though. They're not that bad. They're solid. G6 versus Cell, should be a G6 win, but I could definitely see the Cell coming away with the upset there. Global Clan versus Bronze J, I think that should also be a pretty solid one for the most part. Look at advance, we got Quake versus Anglerfish. That should be a big one right there. Top 2 contenders theoretically. Fireball Family versus Type-ish. Yeah, this team's dead. Warpigs versus Moibien. Really sure who's like in that top 4 playoff contender. I think that that's one worth keeping an eye on. Type-ish versus 4 Gaming. I mean, Type-ish is just all over the place. Could be anything. Might be worth tuning into. 6IX versus Fireball Family. I mean, that team again. And actually, yeah, Throne. What do you think about this one right here?
I'm terrified.
Terrified of the Warpigs. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, they were coached by the Great Mage, so hard to be afraid. And
Yeah,
then
maybe Quake, so I don't know.
And then to wrap it up, Anglerfish versus Moibien. Any Anglerfish players want to comment on that one?
We're fucked.
What team?
Moibien. It's the Rave AC, Demi, Moby, Alex, Mr. Casa, Finman.
Yeah, this is Ninjago, Masters of Spinjutsu, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're fucked. So I do believe they've actually identified the Green Ninja, and he is Rave AC. The Green Ninja, he has power over all forms of Spinjutsu, that being rock, water, fire, and lightning. I believe he's also acquired the golden katana. So I believe we're cooked.
No, it's not even worth watching this match. You guys are just going to get brutalized.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, they're going to spin all over us.
So they're
Gonna
gonna
spin
they're
all
gonna be like
over us.
number one in next week's rankings, basically.
It'll be like a helicopter. Like we're gonna be on the bottom, they're gonna be just helicoptering on it. It's gonna be horrible to watch.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Fuck you mean you don't know about that? What?
Hey, just keep an eye on that.
Really,
Keep an eye on that.
really just trying to start shit? You really trying to start shit, Leonard? You're gonna embarrass me in front of these 150 million people watching this? This is live television. Leonard. Fucking Leonard. Come to my office after this shoot. You're fucking done. You're fucking done. Jesus Christ. Unprofessional.
We'll let them. If you guys want to resolve that on J-Ray Court, feel free to. I think that's all we got to talk about this week. Anyone else want to have any final shout outs? Slice Rogue, I'll let you start.
Shout out to everybody here.
Everyone on Earth, dude. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, my homies Muhammad.
Everybody
Muhammad.
here.
People of the world, stand up.
Alright. I'm up. Now what?
I'd give a reverse shout out to Slice Rogue for not showing
Bust it
up
down.
my show.
Back
Alright,
it up.
busted. Okay.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
But Mr. John Stupid, what do you think about this?
Yeah, shout out to everyone. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what
Yep.
about you, Kylo / Leonard?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Any final thoughts, Kylo / Leonard?
I think Dennis has autism probably, but I think that helps him. Shout out
so-
Tony. Yeah, that's about it.
Fair enough. What about
Yeah, I
you,
got one too.
Mr. Pete, alleged autism haver?
Shout out to the girl reading this.
All right,
You can't see it right now. You can't see it right now, but I'm like pursing my lips and like squinting my eyes and shit.
Are you Asian?
Wow, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. All right, whatever.
Wait, he's Asian?
Wait, I've been in here with an Asian?
Dude, no wonder he's so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. What did I tell you? There's only one good white demo man, and it's fucking Junie from Spy Kids.
Yeah, I was worried
Think
that we
about
didn't have any Asians on our team, but I guess we do have the one.
I mean, the great mage to me is like honorary Asian.
I mean,
Yeah.
Slice Rogue's Indian. That's like Asian.
That also counts. Yeah, Slice Rogue is Indian. That's true.
Ah,
But yo, speaking of Asian, Sticky Steve, aka Mig. Any final thoughts or shout outs you want to add? Thanks for coming and talking
I
about
would
invite.
also like to shout out to the girl watching this right now.
Yeah.
That regard talking to Daniel Sandwich. We had a great weekend last week, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Meet me at fucking LAN, dude. I'm gonna pull
I
up with a
will.
real life quickie bomb launcher. I'm gonna pull up with a real life
oh,
quickie
really?
bomb launcher. I'm gonna pull up with a fucking real life quickie bomb launcher. I'm gonna blow you to smithereens.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna blow you up with missiles and shit.
Okay. I'm gonna come in with the shield. The fucking Tarzan charge.
No, you can't do that.
You can't. Yeah, I can.
No, you can't do that. That's only 40% damage resistance. It's not enough.
I have naturally high HP. You don't
Well, I
understand.
have.
It's
yeah, well, I have
my mixed
anti-shield.
heritage.
I have anti-shield bomb.
it's the high blood sugar.
I have a cruise missile on your way to your home as we speak.
I have a rush shotgun trap lined up outside of your door. You're fucked. You're fucked. You can't get out. You're dead.
Oh, fuck!
Remember,
win.
they say the more health you have, the more you weigh. So are you saying, what are you claiming right
No.
now?
You know what they say? You know what they say? The bigger they are, the bigger they fall. I win. GG.
Oh, speaking of nips, Rome, any final thoughts you want to add?
No. No shout outs.
And finally, Unicorn Wizard. Anything you want to add here? Anything else we missed you want to talk about?
Golden, you better not lose, man. That's all I can say.
Look, we win when I'm here. We win when I'm not here. We're good, dude. So what? We just gotta coast the rest of the season. This next match, nah, we ain't worried at all.
We've lost.
That's what he says now.
I mean, we're not scrimming tonight. We're not scrimming tomorrow. We're not scrimming Tuesday. We're not scrimming anymore for the rest of the season. I heard so.
So it sounds like Gamesfish about to choke. So everybody who maybe lacking a little bit of hope they can win events this season, keep it up. Do it. The fish is not. They're on the down. Or else is on the up. Final shoutouts. Fuck the Adelsons. Fuck Mark Cuban for selling to the Adelsons. Fuck Nico Harrison, who was cooking for several years, and then shot up the restaurant with an AK. Again, looking for a new team to be a fan of. Not sure what team that'll be yet. Greatly considering the Bucks or the Spurs.
Have you tried the Steelers? Oh, wait, you're talking about basketball. Never mind.
Yeah. And second tier, maybe even the Nuggets or the Raptors. But yeah, probably the Spurs, the Bucks. So if anyone has any convincing arguments, let me know.
I think you should vote for Bronny James. He's your favorite player, right?
For president?
No, for your NBA team.
What do you mean vote for me? Just like become a fan of don't become a fan of a team, just become a fan of Bronny James.
Just him. Just him.
Just him. And I'm actually so drunk right now. It actually just didn't occur to me until now that I'm still living in a post-Luka world where I've been abandoned by the Mavericks and my country. But that is what it is. Well, anyway, I meant to drink less this time. I meant to keep a little bit more focus, but yeah, it didn't work. But hope to see you next time on the Officer Reekz Originals Network. And again, fuck Slice Road for not showing up to my show. Fuck Young Sanity for not showing up to my show. And fuck Dalanu for not showing up to my show. I prepared greatly for that. And I was disappointed by you. And I won't forget this transgression. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.